Tightening down this clamp is probably going to be the last thing I do, even after I get the filter on, because what I want to do is make sure to get the filter in place and away from the wall and all set up really, really nicely, which will give me a little bit of ability to move this pipe, and then I'll tighten that down last, which is why the position on that worm drive is so important, so you can get to it once all of this is done. Okay, so go ahead and get these secure, get these bolts in. We're going to get the filter on next. All right, y'all, so once the bolts are in place and secure, you're good to go, and you still have play in this upper pipe. Now, I've gone ahead and plugged in the MAF sensor and pushed the clip back down, so that's secure and good to go. When you fit the filter in, make sure to get the hose clamp in a position where you can get to it, and then you still have a little bit of play in this pipe, because when we fit the filter on, we don't want it crushed up against the body of the car. So let's get that fit in, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so the air filter is on, and I want to share a couple of tips and tricks as we go through this, because you're going to have to find the right one that works for you. This clearance is pretty tight as the intake comes up through the heat shield here. So what I found is I actually pulled the pipe back off this rubber boot in the bottom and turned it this way, so kind of counterclockwise, enough to give me a good angle to get the filter on and then tighten the filter down. Once that was set, I turned it back down into the rubber boot down here and got it to fit in. So you can do it that way. You can also have try to fit the filter on with the pipe in place. It's just a matter of all finding the right angle where it's going to fit on perfectly. But once this is in and secure and you've got good clearance away from the rest of the body of the car, you're set there.